In the recent past, a lot of things have been changed into the way we analyze technologies and possibilities related to TT equipment, in particular helmets. We have seen in the market a lot of things going on, and we have decided to follow a different path and to deliver our own technology and our own new product. We had in mind three things when we developed this helmet: the ergonomy, so the ability of even the best professionals to keep the same positions for very long times. If you think, for example, at triathlon, long distance Ironman, the need of being as aero as possible, because the speed are incredibly high today, higher and higher. They've never been so high in TTs and even in triathlon. And the comfort for athletes that need to be able to see where they go, to be comfortable at very high speed, to be aware of the surroundings, and to be able to deliver good, but safely. Once we defined the goals we wanted to achieve, we chose to use the latest possible technologies to help us achieve it in the quickest time. Time has also been a very important aspect of this development. It took a very short time, simply because we couldn't afford to wait too long, because technology is changing so fast that in 1 year, maybe everything will change again. So we used new technologies such as artificial intelligence to help designing the helmet based on data that we previously collected by comparing every possible helmet that we put our hands on. We used a new CFD software to simulate conditions of air density, air pressure, wind speed, wind direction, cycling speed, position. And because we want to have the best possible ergonomy, we decided to use three different people that we scanned. And these three people are the top professionals in their specialties, triathlon or time trial. And they have three different, very different body shapes, so that we could account for different bike position, different arm lengths, different shoulder widths, because we know that more and more the helmet has a lot to do with the rest of the body, and we need to protect the rest of the body from the air to allow lowering the drag as much as possible. The riders we used are Stéphane Rossetto, who is a former pro rider and still very active into long distance triathlon, and is also since a couple of years one of our colleagues, so it's very good to have him every day at the office and to be able to use him as a tester and also as a mannequin, 3D scan mannequin for the CFD testing. Then we use Patrick Lange, who is, well, everybody knows who Patrick Lange is. He's a great champion of long distance triathlon. And we used Chris Froome, who is a specialist of time trial, and the three very different body height and also shapes and dimensions. So that helped us a lot to be aware of the differences that the helmet could play with three different body shapes and three different bike sets and three different bike positions. The first thing we've done has been to take every possible helmet existing on the market, and ideally the ones used by the World Tour teams, to have a comparison. And we did 32 different designs, different reviews of this design, until we found one which is, to us, it was measured almost 7% faster, less drag than the best in class at the moment. And the astonishing thing is that then we gave it to teams, to our teams and to our sponsor riders, to do their own testing in wind tunnels, in velodromes, or on the road with all the systems, the data acquisition systems that they have. And results were incredibly consistent, between 6 and 7% faster always. So in that moment we have found out that the system we used is incredibly realistic, and it will help us replicate new products very quickly and ideally very realistic every time. After some weeks of testing with our riders, in order to give them the time to adapt to this new very particular shape, and also sometimes to give them time to adapt to their bike position, because some of them even had to change their bike position to make it work better with this new setup. We have seen the helmet being used at the Tour de France 2024 with very good result by our 4 teams, and the feedback have been incredibly positive, so we are very satisfied with this project. There's a lot more to this helmet, so please do not hesitate if you have any question or if you want to have more information to contact us on all of our social media. We will be more than ready to give you all the answers that you need.